We're learning more about the man who was stabbed to death outside a South Philly Wawa. Let's get out to our Kelly Rule live in King of Prussia tonight. And Kelly, you spoke with his mother.
Jason, I did, and she is absolutely devastated. 49-year-old Roger Siegel is her youngest son of 3 boys. She tells me he loved his jobs, he loved Philadelphia, and did not have a bad word to say about anybody. She wants to know why this happened.
It's just not anything any mother ever wants to hear.
Elsie Siegel says her 49-year-old son, Roger, was her caretaker as she battled cancer, the one who closely looked after his brother with special needs. And she says she never imagined she would get the call, he's gone.
Did not make it to his 50th birthday this summer.
A call she received almost 12 hours after Philadelphia police say he was killed.
I wanted to be by his bedside, even if he was in a coma or gone or just he was alone.
A law enforcement source tells Fox 29 video surveillance shows Siegel went inside to the Wawa on South Columbus Boulevard and walked back to his car with food around 1:40 a.m. Someone approached his car around 2:30 a.m., but it appeared to just be a conversation. Went inside to the Wawa on South Columbus Boulevard and walked back to his car with food around 1:40 a.m.
1:40 a.m. He walks back to his car.
Someone approached his car around 2:30 a.m., but it appeared to just be a conversation.
Someone approached his car around 2:30 a.m. and it appeared to just be a conversation. Okay, so he was there doing something. And listen, if he was trying to get him some, whatever, he gets high off of, I'm not here to knock him for that. He was there for something, man. You don't just hang around. You're a glider in your car in Philadelphia nowadays, just sitting in your car. You asking to get jacked, man. Maybe he was just eating some food. I don't know. This is very strange. This time of day, this type of behavior is very, very strange, man.
Fox 29 video surveillance shows Siegel went inside to the Wawa on South Columbus Boulevard and walked back to his car with food around 1:40 a.m. Someone approached his car around 2:30 a.m., but it appeared to just be a conversation. Then a source says around 3:15 a.m., Siegel had some kind of conversation with someone and got out of his driver's seat. That's when they believe he was stabbed to death. When police later arrived after a concerned customer reported Siegel possibly asleep in his car, police say they found him stabbed once in the stomach, his car running, and foot still on the brake.
He doesn't have an evil word about anybody. It's just the most unlikely person on earth to get in that situation because he's very cautious, very savvy, loved Philadelphia.
Mom says he was very cautious and very savvy. But she also said he loved Philadelphia, which means that he might have been oh man, everybody's cool, man. I mean, everybody's the same. You don't have to take certain precautions with certain types of people, man. Everybody's the same. You can trust everybody and treat everybody the same. Very cautious and very savvy, and he could have been. He could have just. I mean, he was getting something. Something was illegal. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he was trying to catch a date. I don't know what he was doing, but he was there doing something, man. And may have been something he does a lot, but he was, and I'm sure his mom knows nothing about it. I'm sure Mama knows nothing about what he was doing at that Wawa. Just hanging out there for hours in the morning, in the wee hours of the morning. Hanging out at the Wawa in the hood. I'm sure Mom knows nothing about that, man.
He doesn't have an evil word about anybody. It's just the most unlikely person on earth to get in that situation because he's very cautious, very savvy, loved Philadelphia.
His mom says Siegel just wrapped up a double shift at the Woolly Mammoth on South Street. He also drove for Uber, but was well known for his musical career, which included traveling the world as a guitarist for various bands. The Woolly Mammoth is closed until Thursday. The owner says they are devastated and need time to process the horrible loss.
What characterizes Roger the most is everything about it. It's just everything. There's nothing that you could say bad.
Now, GoFundMe was started to help the family fundraise for funeral expenses. In just a few hours, it has raised more than $12,000. We will have a link to that on fox29.com. And for now, police say the investigation is still active and ongoing.
A George Webb worker sharing his near-fatal experience after being shot by customers who are upset over a missing hamburger. He suffered permanent injuries, but tells our Tony Atkins he is fortunate to be back with his family. Tony.
Shot over a missing hamburger. It bees like that, man. And we already know who did it. If it was over a hamburger, the thing is, we already know who did this. And if we know, everyone intuitively knows. We may know, like, really, but other people intuitively know. You know what I'm saying? They know in their soul, and they have to, fight to, kind of try to, well, okay, this because of poverty. Nah, this ain't because, I know it was over hamburger, but it wasn't because of poverty, man.
George Webb worker sharing his near-fatal experience after being shot by customers who are upset over a missing hamburger. He suffered permanent injuries, but tells our Tony Atkins he is fortunate to be back with his family. Tony.
Carol Anthony Rodriguez says it could have all ended here at this George Webb when he asked 4 women to leave the restaurant. That's
blood on your hands, Ock Nation. Blood on your hands. And like I said, man, if y'all ain't gonna share these videos, man, go pick up some merch at the merch store. Link in the description box. Join the Patreon so you can find me anytime. We got we got to get that those Patreon people numbers up, man. Because the Patreon, you can find me anytime. That's not associated with any platform. So, yeah, make sure you join the Patreon. Hit the PayPal, the Cash App, the Super Chat, whatever, man. But I don't know how you guys sleep at night, man. Knowing that people out here need this information, man. You never tell us a son, sister to leave anywhere, man. Unless you're going to leave after they leave. But it's best to just not tell them to leave.
Carol Anthony Rodriguez says it could have all ended here at this George Webb when he asked 4 women to leave the restaurant. That's when he was attacked by one of the women and shot by her sister, according to a criminal complaint.
I feel lucky, man. It's incredible just where I'm at and just being able to walk and speak.
If you listen closely, you can hear the raspiness of Anthony Rodriguez's voice. It's because a bullet is permanently lodged near his throat.
The bullet went through my upper lip right here, and then it knocked out the right side of my teeth.
The cause of that bullet, he says,
I can definitely tell you that it started because they were missing a burger from their order, and everything just kind of escalated from there.
Look at this poor guy, man. God. Jeez. He had no idea what he was up against. He just assumed it was a normal situation. Another in a long line of interactions you have when you work at a restaurant with customers. This happens all the time. Something's wrong with somebody, or they didn't get enough napkins. They didn't get the dressing on the side. They asked for no pickles. This is common. This guy probably just thought this was just another. Boy, was he wrong. he escalated it by asking them to leave. You never do that.
It started because they were missing a burger from their order, and everything just kind of escalated from there.
Court records say Anthony was the only server working when he asked 4 customers to leave this George Webb restaurant after midnight on January 30th. He says things escalated to yelling, then fighting. According to a criminal complaint, 2 women in the group, twins Brianna and Brianta Johnson, attacked
Brianna and Brianta Johnson. Give me an idea on Brianna and Brianta Johnson, man.
According to a criminal complaint, 2 women in the group, twins Brianna and Brianta Johnson, attacked and shot Anthony in the face during the confrontation.
Just being able to get out of the hospital as quick as I did, I feel very fortunate and very blessed.
Now, as he recovers, Anthony says he's lucky to be here.
Just being reminded that I was about to be taken away from my son and from the rest of my family. It's heartbreaking, you know? No one wants to be taken away from their family, as I'm sure that they don't want to be taken away from theirs.
And
did he just go woke with the, I'm sure they don't want to be taken away from theirs? Oh, God.
Just being reminded that I was about to be taken away from my son and from the rest of my family. It's heartbreaking, you know? No one wants to be taken away from their family, as I'm sure that they don't want to be taken away from theirs.
And his hope is people find better ways to resolve issues without using guns.
Just walk away. Just walk away. Taking a life, it can be so easy.
Well, he says that he's extremely thankful for the GoFundMe support that he's received on social media. That GoFundMe has raised more than $40,000, and we have a link to that GoFundMe on our website.
Riders be giving it up, man. And I got a theory about this, man. So the first guy, the guy in Philadelphia, he got $12,000 in just a few hours. And it was up to $35,000 by Thursday. This guy's got $40,000. I'm gonna give you my theory on that, man. And I'm gonna give you guys a second to guess. You know, if you see, and tell me in the chat if you believe it. Well, let me just give you a visual. A visual. Okay, so this is the Milwaukee Gun Memorial, man. Also looking like a dating app, for real. Looking like IG, man. All these IG models on here. But when you have a group like some people, look how common murder is, right? If they supported every single one of these people, the Sun community, they don't have the funds. They'd be broke. But glider community, it's just a few, man. It's just a few, man. You know, it's not many, man. It's just a few here and there, man. So they can come out and support. Show love, man. Give it up. Because, you know, they don't have to do this every single day. The Sun community, it's a new GoFundMe every day. It's distracting. By the time you was about to, you know, oh, when I get my check on Friday, I'm going to donate to, or then if it's Monday, 10 more people got killed by Friday. Some people. This glider queen, man. 3 arrested in homicide cases. Central Wisconsin woman shot and killed on Milwaukee's north side. 3 men arrested. Let's see. Yeah, man. It's easier, man. The glider community can come out, man. Whenever you know, one of them gets whacked out, because it's just like, it's almost like an anomaly. It rarely happens. So it's like people are like shocked, and there's awe and there's concern. The Sun community, man, this happened in Milwaukee. This happened literally 2 times a day, 2-3 times a day, man. Who gonna donate? How you gonna get a big GoFundMe when that night you got killed that morning, that night 2 more people got killed? They throwing up GoFundMes. Homicide charges filed in death of West Bend teen who police say was hunted down after stealing from a dealer. Ew. Man.
Well, he says that he's extremely thankful for the GoFundMe support that he's received on social media. That GoFundMe has raised more than $40,000, and we have a link to that GoFundMe on our website, tmj4.com. For now, reporting live in Wauwatosa, Tony Atkins, TMJ4 News.